Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
Canelo Exposed by Bivol proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of Canelo Exposed by Bivol subscribers. Now, heavyweight boxing talk, let's talk about it. So, the word on the street is that, boxer, promoter, and new kid on the block, Ben Shalom, is trying to put together a heavyweight fight in July between Hughie Fury and Michael Hunter. Now, it has been noted that both Hunter and Fury have agreed to the fight already, and now they're just working out a date and a venue. So we're not exactly there yet, but the matchup is out there, and it's quite an interesting matchup because when you talk about a guy like Hughie Fury, right? No, I've never thought Hughie Fury was all that in a bag of chips, but Hughie Fury's tested himself. He's fought the likes of Kubrat Pulev. He's fought the likes of Alexander Povetkin, Joseph Parker, who he took to a majority decision in one of the worst fights probably ever for a title in history, heavyweight boxing. But he's still young. He's at a very young age. He's 27 years old. And, since his last loss to Povetkin, he's scored 3 straight victories, two of which by knockout against Pavel Sauer, Marius Vach, and Christian Hammer. So he's conquered that level. And now he's trying to step up to that next level. And he's going to be taking on Michael Hunter, Michael the Bounty Hunter, a guy that a couple of years ago looked like he was on his way to becoming the best American heavyweight we had when he knocked out Martin McCauley. But since then, he's gotten a bit complacent in his career. He ducked Philip Hergovic. He had a very lackluster and subpar performance against Jerry Force, in which I and many others thought he should have lost. But aside from that, we know Hunter is very talented, and we know that this is a step up for Hughie Fury. Now, Hunter is the number 2 WBA rated contender right now, and he's the number 9 WBC rated heavyweight contender. So a win for Hughie Fury here would be absolutely monumental because all the guys that he's fought that have been above the Hunter level, guys like Povetkin, guys like Joseph Parker, them guys, the guys that have been beating him, he hasn't been able to quite get over the hump. Now, I don't think Michael Hunter, he's not on Povetkin level because he couldn't beat him when he had the chance on the Joshua undercard against Ruiz in the rematch. He's not Parker level because he's never won a world title. And he's not, maybe he's Pulev level. And that's even, that even might be a stretch. So I really look at this as a fight for Hughie Fury where you got a guy that's good, he's solid. You would even say he's more talented than you. But he's not a guy that's above the level of the guys you lost to. He's somewhere in between the guys you beat and the guys you've lost to. He's in that middle ground. So I think this is really the fight where if you're looking at Hughie Fury potentially breaking out as a young, 27-year-old heavyweight who at this point in his career, at this juncture, has 29 fights in the professional ranks, it would have to be against a guy like Hunter. As far as Ben Shalom, he thinks that this is a 50-50 fight on paper. We'll see. I think Fury, from the fights of his that I've watched, he's shown the ability to smother his work at times and look a little sloppy. Sometimes he can kind of, instead of imposing himself on the fight, sometimes he kind of just boxes with his opponents. That's why when he fought Parker, who's kind of similar, they fought to majority decision. He's not really a guy that imposes his will on the fight. But then you know what? That's why I think he will have a chance against Michael Hunter because Michael Hunter, in the last few years, being a complacent fighter, he's pretty much shown the same thing. He's been a guy that's pretty much been a guy that even if he's better than another fighter, his opponent, he won't go in there to impose himself in the fight, but he'll go in there more sort of like box with the opponent, and it sometimes gets him in trouble to where he boxes down to the level of his opposition. I.e., example, Jerry Forrest. So this really is a fight that I didn't know I wanted in the heavyweight division. I'll be honest with you. I never considered this matchup, but when I heard, now that I'm hearing about it, I like it, and I'm looking forward to it hopefully getting made. I really don't know who will win that fight. I feel like I want to say Hunter will win that fight because I think he's the better heavyweight or the more talented fighter. But then, you just don't really know psychologically and mentally where is Michael Hunter. Because for me, after he beat Martin McCauley, that really should have been his ascension in the heavyweight division. And if anything, it's been more so his descension in the heavyweight division as he's become very complacent. He avoided Hergovic. He signed with Triller to go fight nondescript opposition. And he really lost Jerry Forrest. So where is Michael Hunter? Who is Michael Hunter? We just don't know. So we'll see what happens. This to me actually will probably be one of the more interesting fights in the heavyweight division. So if it gets made, we'll definitely talk more about it. But these are my initial thoughts on this fight potentially happening in July per Ben Shalom and the fine folks at Boxer. So let me know what you guys think. Michael Hunter versus Hughie Fury. Who do you guys favor and why? Let me know all that in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here. Boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.